only two men taking a chance.
What's going on this wonderful fourth Friday of the month? Guys, I have been, or at least I feel like I've been around the world this past week. I have been to ERA National Convention, ERA Fuel down in Nashville, Tennessee. I left there and I went out to Fayetteville, where Fort Bragg is located, the U.S. largest Army base. And then I went up to Boston with Greater Boston Realtor Association for their road show. And now I'm home on time for our fourth Friday planning session from Six Figures in 12-month planner that you can go and download or purchase over on the almighty Amazon. But I am going to put a QR code up here so that you can actually download what we're discussing today. Today, we're going to discuss the power of the hashtag in your planning to earn six figures. This training is sponsored by Six Figures in 12 Months, which is our membership group where we have a monthly group coaching call, a monthly master class, a monthly hot seat, and we have tutorials and templates that we provide every single month. Now, a couple of things. There are four things I want to address today. The first one is social media and technology is not the place for you to use your cute little nicknames. So when I'm scrolling through Instagram or I'm scrolling through Facebook, oftentimes I'm seeing these really cute non-real estate related or whatever your occupation is, usernames and names. No one is searching for that. We have to talk to people the way that they search in order for us to be found. If we aren't, then we're going to be left behind and people will forget what it is that we profess that we do for a living. They're not going to remember cute initials, numbers that don't relate to a zip code. I'm saying a 030. What does that mean? So I want you to take everything that is personal to you away from things like your usernames and your business profile because it means nothing to no one else. And that is not how they're searching or how you're going to be found. And so either use your government name or use what it is that you do because 67% of real estate related searches are going to start with location. So we need to talk to people the way that they're searching. So this weekend, what I would encourage you to do is to go back and look at all of your different usernames and names on every single platform and start doing research. And we're going to start today with what are people actually searching for in my marketplace. So over on Instagram, my name is Real Estate Keynote Speaker because that's what people search for. I'm not putting 0731 in anything because that's my birthday. That does not help buyers and sellers in the marketplace. So all these cute nicknames, that is not what anyone is searching for. Okay, just being clear. They're searching for uh, Nashville real estate, Nashville condo downtown. So think how the consumer thinks so that you can be found. The next thing is anytime you can tag a location, tag the location. Now, if you're worried about safety, don't tag the location while you're there. Tag that location once you have left. So last week I was in Nashville. I went to go have soul food for lunch. Best $12.73 I've spent in a long time, and the food was delicious. Well, I questioned if I should tag the location then because when I tag location, historically people pop up and they surprise. So if I don't want to have company at lunch, right, then I don't tag that location until I leave. You can 15, 20, 30 minutes later, and then you can tag the location because what you want is that when people are doing a search, your content can come up for that search. And oftentimes I'm talking about a Dale Chumbley. Hey, Dale. Dale Chumbley is a past president of Washington Realtors. If you go back and look at what he started in 2011, which was the Clark County Guide. And for 365 days, he talked about something to do in Clark County. He was able to build out his Flickr account because he had all of these photos that were location tagged. He was able to build out his YouTube channel with generally what was about a 30-second video. And then he would write a blog post, 100 words or less. And he was able, guess what? To build a business that is still visible today, a decade later. Some of those businesses that Dale talked about in 2011, when you do a search, his blog post is still ranking on the first page of Google. That's what you want to occur for you. So when we're doing location-based check-ins, if I was to go over to an Instagram, I can check solely by location. It is one of the ways that I get user content. So what do I mean by that? When restaurants take photos of their restaurant food, right? They're going to give you the best looking plate in the world. I want to know, how did consumers take pictures, right? So I'm always going to check the location for the location based check ins to see the pictures that consumers posted. So I was in, Las Vegas at the Wynn a few weeks ago, and we were going to Frank Sinatra for dinner. I went to go look up the pictures of Frank Sinatra. I realized that everybody was dressing up. This was a day that I had spent the whole day in my hotel room. I did not feel like putting on the Spanx and a cute dress. And I decided I wasn't going to go to dinner because it looked formal on the inside. And that was absolutely correct. So if you want to know what that dress code is, if you want to know how the consumer is looking at the food, if the consumer has anything negative to say, you'll be able to see that all within those location based check ins. So Facebook and Instagram easily allow you to check into the location. The next thing is tagging people. Ask for permission before you tag people. I'm often tagged in posts have nothing to do with me. The people are always tagging up to the max amount of people. That's disrespectful. So you should ask people, hey, can I tag you in a post? And you want that post to be related to them, not tagging them to notify them so they can reshare. It's a better way to do that, and that would be via Messenger. Okay. But today we're really here to talk about the power of the hashtag, right? Oops, I couldn't get my fingers together. Hashtag. So, what is a hashtag? A hashtag is a pound sign that prepends a word or group of words. If it is a group of words, there cannot be any spaces in between the words, or you will not have the full hashtag. Hashtags are popular on Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Even though you can use hashtags on Facebook, they are not necessarily popular on Facebook. Why would I use a hashtag? A hashtag is going to allow you to filter a conversation. Okay. So I often use Major League Baseball and opening day. There's some people who follow Major League Baseball throughout the entire season, and they would do a hashtag for generally MLB baseball. Okay. However, if it's opening day, they would use both of the hashtags to do their search or to filter a location or to filter an event. We often have here in Chicago, the Taste of Chicago. There's a hashtag for the Taste of Chicago. But one of the ways I'm using hashtags is because I do a lot of events, we come up with a hashtag for each event. I'm able to go over to the platform, search for that hashtag, and pull only the photos and the videos that use the hashtag. So I'm using hashtags to be included in a conversation, but also to filter the conversation. There are numerous different tools that you can use to go and find popular hashtags. And should you use popular hashtags? Yes. However, you don't want to always use popular hashtags because popular hashtags are going to be suppressed faster in any news feed because so many more people are using that hashtag. So you want to use a combination of hashtags. You want popular, not so popular, right? And then the possible least popular. Here would be an example. I could look up real estate, I could look up Chicago real estate, and I could look up Illinois real estate. The likelihood is Illinois real estate is coming up in searches, maybe for people doing research, but not necessarily buying because the buyer is going to use a longer search term. They call it a long tail search. You can also have long tail hashtags. So if I'm looking at these three hashtags, real estate is going to come up the most. I think it's like on Instagram over 70 million. Well, here's the thing. Guess what? I don't have to guess. So I'm going over to Instagram, and at the bottom, I'm going to go to the magnifying glass. I am going to type in the word real estate. And when I type in that real estate, I'm going to hit the search because what I want to come up is accounts, audio, tags, and places. So when I look up accounts, these accounts will all have the term real estate in it. One of the first accounts that come up is just Nakia Pipian McGriff. She was the first African American female president of the Chicago Association of Realtors, and she is currently running for Congress. If you did not know, I want you to support her because she is going to work on behalf of real estate. But she came up because real estate is a part of her name. The next one is audio. When I'm typing in real estate, listen to this. I'm gonna give you this song here. I think you can hear this song. Hold on. Now this is audio under real estate, but I want to see who else has a real estate song because I had saved a real estate song by a fellow realtor. And let's see, this is Real Estate Man. Let's see what comes up. Walk down the streets, got people meet. I'm a real estate man. Oh, so Chris Ramsey has a song out that is Real Estate Man. So I would say this would be a song that you would use and would tag. For hashtag, the hashtag real estate has been used 69.5 million times. The hashtag Chicago, I'm going to go add the Chicago to the beginning of it and do another search for for Chicago real estate. That hashtag has been used 527,000 times. The hashtag Illinois real estate has been used 65,300 times. So the real estate, almost 70 million, is going to be suppressed quicker. So if I'm talking about real estate, I want to do Chicago real estate. I want to do Illinois real estate. I want to just do real estate. Now, what I want to do with my hashtags, because I'm doing research and I can tell you under Illinois real estate, we see Illinois real estate agent, Illinois real estate brokers, Illinois real estate partners, Illinois real estate attorneys, because we do use attorneys to close real estate deals in Illinois, Illinois real estate law, Illinois real estate advisor. All of these are other possibilities. I want to copy these either in one of three locations. You could use Microsoft Word. I use Microsoft Word inside of Dropbox. I could just do it all inside of Microsoft, but there you go. I also can do it inside of a Google document, and then you can use your a texting app. I'm sorry, a notebook app on your mobile device. You would copy those, and when you're going to make a post, you would paste them. The ideal number, if you're going to look at all the different platforms, is to keep it to three hashtags, no more than three, because it's going to allow that content to come up in three different hashtag searches. However, when you start thinking about an Instagram, only on Instagram is it socially acceptable to use up to 30 hashtags on one post. And the document that if you scan the QR code up here on my top left hand side that you will receive is actually a hashtag tracker where you're looking at hashtags on real estate, you're looking at hashtags around the city you live in, you're looking at hashtags based on the community. Maybe you're out in Notre Dame, Indiana, then Notre Dame has its own hashtag. So if you're living in a city that is a college town or they have a big plant there, then they might have their own hashtags. And you want to come up with the different hashtags that you're going to use. I have speaker hashtags, real estate hashtag, Chicago hashtag, author hashtag, and they're all grouped together so that anytime that I'm posting a video, a photo, or content, someone is able to do a search. Now, remember, the reason we're doing all of this work is because we want to earn an additional six figures per year. However, I changed my math up. Everybody, the average price point is exceeding $250,000 in most metro areas. And so the real purpose is that we want to net an additional 20 transactions per year. If your average price point is $250,000, then that means that you would generate an additional six figures annually. And the way that we're doing this is we're going to post every single day. Now we know we need to add the location if we can do a location based check in. And we need to use hashtags because that's another way in which people search for content. And when it is socially acceptable, we actually can tag the venues and other people in that post. But the goal is that every single day you are leveraging an 8x8 campaign where you're reaching out to eight people by 8 a.m. based on their Ford. Ford is the acronym for their family, their occupation, their recreation, and their dreams. And right now, today, everyone is telling you their business. They're telling you about their family. They're telling you about their occupation. They're telling you about their recreation and their dreams via the mobile device. 90% of consumption on this device is going to be from the palm of your hand. So the real question is when we have to buy $1,000 phones now, right? The one I'm looking at, someone told me is 2,000, which is the expanded one. I need this to make money. I need to leverage it to update my customer relationship management system and to be found online at all times because it builds business. As entrepreneurs, we have we have an obligation to invest in marketing and sales because this is a marketing and sales job. And if we're not consistently marketing our services in order to generate leads to close sales, likelihood is we are not making the amount of money we want to earn. Do I have to cold call? No. Do I have to door knock? No. But what I do, I have to do it consistently. And that is consistently updating the content in which I'm sharing on social media and to do it in the correct manner. So I'm going to use my hashtag. I'm going to check into locations. I'm going to tag people, venues, associations, banks, and title companies when it is socially acceptable. So yesterday in Boston, we had numerous vendors. I actually tagged those vendors. One of them is Supra ET System, and I was there with one of their. I think he's probably a executive vice president of sales, something of that nature. And we took a picture together. And he told me to tag, right? So I'm asking permission. Hey, can I tag this? Yes, you can. Because now when they receive the notification, oftentimes they're resharing that to their sphere of influence that brings you more exposure, but it does not cost you one penny. So are you planning for a successful six-figure business? Are you implementing that 8x8 strategy? Do you understand your target audience? Because these are all the things that we have been talking about here. Put up a couple of different hashtags. This right here is the target audience hashtag. So we have the target audience hashtag that you could use. This one right here is going to be that 8x8. So I'm going to put these hashtags up again because what I want you to do is to download the forms. On the fourth Friday of each month at noon Central Standard Time, I'm coming over here to do a training live for you. You want to make sure that you're downloading all the different forms that are available for you. So this first one is our 8 by 8, reaching out to 8 people by 8 a.m. based on their Ford. The second form is all about the target audience, understanding who you're doing business with. And when I'm teaching, I have new epiphanies, is what I call them. And one thing I had to talk to the audience this week about was millennials. It was a buzzword. We're not talking about them as much now. But when it comes to millennials, everybody's like, well, I want to do business with millennials. Yeah, but you don't communicate the way that millennials would like to communicate. And why do you believe that you should do business with millennials? Well, one, it is the biggest consumer generation ever. Okay. However, I personally am not trying to do business with millennials. And the reason is because I understand my exit strategy, when I will be financially eligible for retirement, and the fact that I have more things in common with who my sphere is. Women age 45 to 54. You're going to hear me say it all the time, right? I can tell you, most of us own our own home. We're college educated. We have been and or are married. That is my sweet spot. I know what their average income is, right? And so knowing this, I prefer to build deeper relationships with that sphere as opposed to going after the next generation. Do I hang with the next generation? Yes. But I'm that cool auntie that goes to the nightclub with you, but then you start looking around because you realize I took my butt home because I need to go to bed because I need my 7.5 hours of sleep every single night. And I want to say this, yes, I average 7.5 hours of sleep. I am not the person gonna call you in the middle of the night because I don't, guess what? I don't answer my phone in the middle of the night. So I don't make phone calls in the middle of the night. I do mute my phone. I do put it on the charger and I don't get up and play with it at nighttime. Marky's gonna get 7.5 hours of sleep. If not, Marky is evil. So I recognize that. But I do realize that millennials are helping me in my business because they're keeping me young, they're keeping me fresh. And the way I look at it as a co mentoring relationship, I teach them something that they have not had the opportunity to learn, and they teach me about the latest and the greatest and how they're using technology. Hashtags are here. I don't believe hashtags are going to go anywhere because there are too many hashtags used. The term real estate, 67.5 million times. That's one of numerous real estate related hashtags on just one platform. So, guys, we're going to put up this this QR code for you. So you can go and download our hashtag document that is from the Six Figures in 12-Month Real Estate Planner. If you don't have a copy, guess what? Go over to my Amazon shop and get you a copy, as I am going to meet you here on the fourth Friday of every month at noon Central Standard Time for us to discuss yet something different inside of the planner so that at the end of the year, we will have 12 different videos about something different, but it will all come back to bringing visibility to you and your business in what is a very crowded space. You want to be able to come up for that real estate search for your location. If you're not using social media and technology, you're not going to come up in the palm of the hand of the consumer. And this is where they're starting their search. And yes, this very much can be your lead generation tool that you are using every single day. I add roughly 4,800 contacts to my customer relationship management system annually from implementing the strategies in which I am teaching you. So if you have not had the opportunity, hit this QR code or wait, hit this QR code or go and buy your planner. And I'll meet you back here on the fourth Friday of the month of April because these months are passing us by fast. See you guys later.